Council of Advisors gives in principle and final approval to the draft of Foreign Donation Voluntary Activities Regulation Amendment Ordinance 2025. Prayers offered for speedy recovery of former Prime Minister and BNP Chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia at the special meeting of Council of Advisors. Begum Khaleda Zia may need to be taken abroad for advanced treatment, says BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. Leaders of various political parties inquire about Begum Khaleda Zia's health. BNP requests to pray for her from respective locations rather going to hospital. Mock voting drill held to gain practical experience for 13 parliamentary election and referendum. Election schedule may be announced in second week of December, says Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasiruddin. Death toll exceeds 300 from severe floods and landslides in Indonesia. And Bangladesh batting with a victory target of 171 runs against Ireland in second T20 match in Chattogram. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to News at 10. I am Ruya Zabin. You have just heard the headlines, now news in details. A special meeting of the Council of Advisors prayed for the swift recovery of former Prime Minister and BNP Chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus chaired the meeting at his office in the capital this morning. Religious Affairs Advisor AFM Khalid Hussain administered the dua. The meeting gave approval in principle and final to the draft of the Foreign Donations Voluntary Activities Regulation Amendment Ordinance 2025. The amendment brings changes to several sections of the current law, simplifies NGO registration procedures, and eases conditions for the release of foreign grants. From now on, donations up to Taka 50 lakh per year will no longer require approval. The law has been made more stakeholder-friendly. Besides, the draft of the Police Commission Ordinance 2025 was placed before today's meeting, while the Council of Advisors instructed for placing the draft again in the next meeting in a more detailed and revised form. At the meeting, Expatriates Welfare Advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul informed the Council that the remaining 24 individuals who had been detained at various times in the United Arab Emirates on allegations of participating in the July mass uprising will be released soon. He said they are expected to return to the country within 2 to 3 days. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has requested the party leaders and activists not to go to the hospital as doctors and patients are feeling embarrassed due to the excessive crowd in front of the hospital. He made the request at a press conference at BNP Chairperson's Gulshan office in the capital today. Mirza Fakhrul said Khaleda Zia's physical condition is critical to some extent as physicians from home and abroad are treating her to their best. He stated that she may be taken abroad for advanced treatment. However, her physical condition needs to be stable. Currently, she is not in a position to go abroad. Besides, Mirza Fakhrul announced Victory Day torch procession in the month of Victory from Kalurghat to Dhaka. He also announced Victory Month program titled Let the March of Democracy Spread Across the Country. President Mohammad Shahabuddin has wished former Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia's speedy recovery. The President prayed to Almighty Allah for her good health and asked the countrymen to pray for her. Former Prime Minister and BNP Chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia remains in intensive care at the hospital in a critical and severely ill condition. She is currently undergoing treatment at Evercare Hospital in the capital. She was admitted to the hospital last Sunday with breathing difficulties caused by a lung infection. There has been no significant improvement in her condition. Leaders and activists from BNP and other various political parties have visited Begum Khaleda Zia at the hospital. During the visit, they called upon people of all political affiliations to pray for the BNP chairperson's recovery. On Saturday morning, the BNP issued a press release regarding Khaleda Zia's physical condition and the matter of Tariq Rahman's return. Shortly afterward, Tariq Rahman posted a status on his verified Facebook page using similar wording on the same issues. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus expressed deep concern over the current health condition of former Prime Minister and BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia. He has been regularly monitoring her medical progress and has instructed all concerned to ensure all necessary medical support. Following the Chief Advisor's directive, Law Advisor Asif Nazrul visited the hospital to inquire the former Prime Minister's condition. Leaders of the National Citizen Party (NCP) also visited the hospital to see the ailing BNP chairperson. During the visit, NCP Chief Coordinator Nasiruddin Patwari, Senior Joint Member Secretary Tasnim Zara and Chief Organizer of Southern Region Hasnat Abdullah, among others, spoke to the media. The 79-year-old former three-time Prime Minister has been suffering from multiple complications, including arthritis, lung problems and eye-related issues. Meanwhile, the BNP organized special prayers and supplications seeking the speedy recovery of the hospitalized former Prime Minister and party chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia yesterday. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam said the government has no restrictions or objections regarding BNP acting chairman Tariq Rahman's return to the country. Asked about Tariq Rahman's statement that the opportunity to decide on his immediate return to the country is not entirely open or exclusively within his control, the Press Secretary said the government has no restrictions or objections of any kind in this regard. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has already expressed deep concern over the physical condition of former Prime Minister and BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia, Shafiqul Alam said. The Chief Advisor also sought prayers from the countrymen for her quick recovery, he added. Chief Election Commissioner CEC AMM Nasiruddin said the schedule for the 13th National Parliamentary election may be announced in the second week of December. He said this while observing a mock voting event organized by the Election Commission at Sherebangla Nogor Girls High School in the capital today. The Election Commission arranged this mock voting exercise to give participants real-life experience of the upcoming 13th National Parliamentary election and the referendum. He said the mock voting was organized to give voting experience to individuals who have become voters in the last 15 years but have never cast a vote before. He added that the law and order situation has improved significantly compared to before. The Election Commission aims to deliver an election similar in smoothness and order to today's mock voting. From 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., senior voters, students, third gender individuals, persons with disabilities and voters from the Election Training Institute ETI project participated in the mock voting. CEC AMM Nasiruddin, along with election commissioners and senior officials, observed the mock voting activities. To keep the country's economic trajectory on a steady and sustainable path, priority must be given to sound financial management and policy support conducive to business and investment. Speakers expressed this view today at the Bangladesh Economic Conference 2025 held at a hotel in the capital. The opening session of the conference was presided over by Bangladesh Bank Governor Dr. Ahsan H. Mansoor. The theme of the session was Business, Investment and Macroeconomy. The event was organized by the Daily Bonik Bata, featured several sessions moderated by the newspaper editor Hanif Mahmood. Leaders from various political parties, economists and top business figures participated. BIDS Director General Professor Dr. K.A. Enamul Haq, industrialist A.K. Azad, along with other business leaders and economists, spoke on the occasion. The second session was chaired by BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. The keynote speaker was the party's standing committee member, Amir Khosru Mahmud Chaudhry. The theme was democratization of the economy. The third session was chaired by Jamaat-e-Islami Amir Dr. Shafiqur Rahman. The keynote speaker was a former Senior Secretary Mohammad Shafiullah. The session focused on fairness in the economy. Participants in the closing session included Sushashoner Jonno Nagorik, Sujan Secretary and Chief Executive Dr. Bodiul Alam Mojumdar, National Citizens Party NCP Convener Nahid Islam and Ganashanghoti Andolon Chief Coordinator Zunayat Saki. The theme of the final session was Economic Aspirations of a Reformation. Fisheries and Livestock Advisor Farida Akhtar has said students are the future of the country and they will lead the nation in the future. She made these remarks this morning while speaking as the President's representative at the first convocation of North Pacific International University of Bangladesh at the Osmani Memorial Auditorium in the capital. Trustees, syndicate members and academic council, the finance committee, teachers and students of the university attended the convocation. The Fisheries and Livestock Advisor said, students must work for the country as they have given birth to a new Bangladesh. The interim government is communicating with different countries to become self-sufficient in food and agriculture sectors. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam stated this at an international conference titled Political Commitment in Agriculture and Food at Sirdab Auditorium in the capital today. Food crisis in the country is unlikely if there is no big crisis in the world, the Press Secretary said, adding that the government is working with the farmers to export commodities. He further mentioned that it is now time to think about jute and easy ways and means must be found out for its diversification to save the sector. Presided over by Bangladesh Agriculture Journalist Forum President Shahanur Saeed, the program was addressed by its General Secretary Abu Khalid. Now, international news. Rescue workers in Indonesia are continuing to battle to reach victims in several devastated areas submerged by cyclone-driven torrential rain over the past week. As authorities said, the death toll has now reached 303 and would likely continue to rise. Indonesia's National Disaster Management Agency said on Saturday that the number of confirmed casualties following this week's catastrophic flooding and landslides now stands at 303, with more than 100 people still missing after rescuers in West Sumatra's Agam district recovered more bodies. More than 500 people have been injured, the BNPB said. The death toll is believed to be increasing since many bodies are still missing.